Okay. Now, about tomorrow, I was thinking that this time we can do a research project. Okay. I thought about experiments. Okay. But to try out something new, we can do a research project. Okay. What about a research project? And what we are going to do is that um, I will show you guys, I will give you all some topics. Okay. I'll give you all some topics, like 5 to 6 topics I will show. Okay. And then you have to pick out any one topic out of them, and you will have time. You will have 10 to 15 minutes to research about it. Okay. And then you have to write down your points. Okay. In the form of like a paragraph or 2 paragraphs. It will have information about that topic. It will have some facts about that topic. And then you have to present it in the class. Okay. What topics? Topics,
Ma'am,
for
how are we
example.
supposed to follow this in just 10 to 15 minutes? Ma'am, you're on mute. Ma'am? Ma'am, we can't hear you.
Right. I'll give more time for research and writing it down. Okay. 5 minutes to present, 5 minutes to present, 25 minutes I'll give you to research and write down. Okay. Or
Ma'am,
like 25 to 30 minutes.
can't we choose now, ma'am, and then start researching?
You can do that. You can like do that, but like I want to like place a time limit and then ask you guys to do it in the class itself. I was thinking.
Ma'am, but then the PPT is not going to be very good, ma'am, or whatever.
You are not presenting PPT, okay? It's not PPT.
Ma'am, but
You have to present it also. Okay. You have to presenting here means you turn on your camera and you will just read out what you have researched. Okay. You don't have to show anything through the video. You don't have to make a PPT. Okay. You just have to um, research about it, and then you just have to read it out in the class. Okay. That is the activity. Or
ma'am,
yes.
ma'am, because writing it down will be a lot of work to do because we will be going on articles and then searching it out. Then, ma'am, instead of that, ma'am, can we open like a Word document or a note folder and type it down?
Okay. Okay. Works for me. If you
Because
want to type it down,
we
that
can
is
bring
okay.
the Word folder side to side with our Zoom meeting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That works for me, Abraham. No problem. Emma, what do you think about it?
Ma'am, that's a good idea.
Okay. So this activity for tomorrow. Okay. Then maybe like 7th August yesterday. Next month we can do experiments. Okay. Like in the what will the topic be?
Like,
Topics can
what can
be. I can give you the topic microorganisms. I can give you the topic natural disasters. Okay. Or a natural disaster or microorganisms. So in the microorganisms topic, you can pick out any one microorganism and you can research about it and then share. Okay. Like It's how it lives, what is its body structure, how it gets its nutrition, what are the amazing facts about it. So you can research a microorganism, or you can research a natural disaster. Okay. We can also do natural resource. Okay. Natural resource, physical or biological resource. That is up to you. You can choose. I can put the topic natural resource, then natural disaster,
Ma'am,
microorganism. Yes.
you can choose, right? We get to choose, right?
Yes, you'll get to choose. Okay.
Okay.
You'll get to choose. Like I'll be giving you around 5 to 6 topics. Out of them, you'll get to choose. Okay.
Ma'am, if you give me natural disasters, ma'am, I already have a PPT from last year.
Yeah. So you can take in something else this year.
No, ma'am, I'm going to take that.
No taking that. Okay. That is of last year. Even I haven't like thought about doing the experiment that I did last year. I was looking up to check some new experiments that we can do. So we'll do it. Experiments need a little bit more planning and more research. So
Ma'am,
like
there's a math activity when you were saying.
maths activity, Abraham, quiz or something we can do. In like 1 or 2 weeks, we'll do a quiz or something in maths. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Uh, So we'll start now. We were doing. Emma, can you turn on your video? We were doing crop production chapter.
Yes, ma'am, just give me like a few minutes.
Okay. Now, yesterday we saw various types of crops. Okay. Then we saw what are the steps that are there in planting crops. We saw how soil is prepared. Okay. Today we will see sowing or sowing. After the preparation of soil, the next important step is the sowing of seeds. It's sowing, okay? Not sowing, it's sowing. It is necessary to choose healthy and clean seeds of good quality before sowing. Now, soil is prepared, then after that, seeds are sown. Now, when seeds are sown, there are also steps in the sowing seeds process, the sub points that are there, sub steps that are there. What are those sub steps? First one is we choose the seeds. Okay. We cannot just directly take any seeds and grow them. We have to choose the seeds. Okay. Take some seeds of wheat in a utensil full of water. You will see that some of the seeds will start floating. These floating seeds are hollow because of decay. So this is a technique how you can differentiate between good seeds and bad seeds. Okay. This is a technique through which you can differentiate between good seeds and bad seeds by putting them in water. Those that will float will hollow and they will be of bad quality. Okay. Now then we have like traditional tools. These tools are in shape of a key. Lower part is connected to three-sided pointed pipe. At the time of sowing, these pointed points cut the soil and place the seeds inside them. Okay, you have like if you can see this machine, okay, this traditional one that places the soil inside the ground. If you see this is a tractor, okay, machine attached to the tractor. The green thing has the seeds, and then the pipes are attached with it, um which puts the seeds in the ground. Okay. Then there is scattering seeds. Seed drill is used to sow seeds at an equal distance. Okay, this machine is seed drill. Okay, it is attached to a tractor. This covers the seeds after sowing them, thus the further damage to the seeds is stopped. Seed drill takes less time and less labor in sowing the seeds. Okay, seed drills are used where seeds are put in the ground and then they are covered so that they are protected. Okay, if the seeds are not in the ground, they are covered, what happens? If the wind comes, they will fly away. If the water flows, it will get carried away. Or the birds come, the birds might come and pick them and eat them away. So, those to protect the seeds from that, they are put directly beneath the ground and then they are covered. Seeds are sown at an equal distance so that they get proper sunlight, nutrients, and water. If the distance is less between the plants, some of the plants are removed from their place. What happens if we don't keep distance between the crops? One will grow, other will grow. This one will try to cover this one, that one will try to cover this one. Nutrition also, they will not be able to get proper nutrition. Okay, together when they are like not grown at a distance, but when we grow them at a distance, they grow well. They get proper nutrition, proper sunlight, proper water. Now, then comes mixing of compost and fertilizer. You must have seen farmers adding something like soil to their land, some black color thing into their soil. That is known as compost and fertilizers. Soil provides mineral for the better growth of the plants. These mineral elements are known as nutrients. Okay, nutrients are mineral elements that provide nutrition to the plants. Compost and fertilizers add nutrition to the soil. Due to the regular production of crops, we know that nutrient level gets decreased in the land. To make up this deficiency, compost and fertilizers are added. Okay. Now, what happens is, see, when on a particular piece of land, we keep growing crops every year. So every year, when plants and crops are grown on that land, they take up the nutrition from the land. Right? To grow, they need nutrition, and they take up this nutrition from the land. Okay. So after 5 years or 4 years or after some time, what happens is that the nutrition value, the nutrition in the land will be depleted, will become very less. Nutrition that the land has, that the soil has, particular area, will become less because every year we are growing crops. We are not giving it any extra nutrition. That is why compost and fertilizer are prepared to add more nutrition to the soil before the plants are grown. What is compost now? Compost is made up of decay of plants and organisms. All the decay is decomposed in a hole dug by the farmer. Hole is left open. Microorganisms decompose the material in the hole. This is now known as compost. Thus, compost comprises of organic items. Water level of land is increased by compost. Organisms and bacteria grow and multiply easily in compost. This hollow mud works as green compost for sorghum, beans, etc. Okay. Now, what happens is that all the okay, the top layer till the 6 inch on the fertile land is taken, and we know that the top layer contains all the dead and decaying plants and animals. All of that, like dead and decaying plants, are taken, they are uprooted, and then they are put in a hole. Okay, dead and decaying, any dead and decaying organisms or the top layer is put in a hole and it is left there for a time period, for a particular time period. What happens in that hole is microorganisms start to grow and develop, multiply in that compost, and then they that compost becomes nutrient rich. Okay, it becomes high in nutrition, and then the soil is holes are made in the soil, compost is put over it, and then it's mixed nicely. So that what happens is the nutrition value that was low of the land will increase because of the nutrition value of the compost. Okay. Now, what do fertilizers do? Or what are fertilizers? Fertilizers are chemical items which have special nutrients. They are produced in factories. Some of the fertilizers are urea, superphosphate, ammonium sulfate, and potash. These fertilizers are used to make soil more fertile. They add nutrients to the soil to make it more fertile so that plants can grow well in that soil. Now, but some fertilizers, or when the fertilizers are used a lot, okay, what happens is it stops the growth of fertility of land. Means that it will make your soil acidic. It will make your land acidic. If you're using too much of acidic fertilizers and all, then when you grow your plants, you'll not be able to grow plants, and the plants will not be able to grow in the soil. Okay, because the soil has become infertile. Now, plants decay to make soil fertile and organic compost. Sometimes a gap is given in sowing these crops. Thus, crops are planted by changing it. Okay. Crop rotation. Okay. There is one thing known as crop rotation. What happens in crop rotation is that what happens in the process of crop rotation. See, 3 months I grew wheat. Okay. For 3 months I will grow wheat. For the next 3 months I will grow pulses. Then again for the next 3 months I will grow wheat. And then pulses.
Ma'am, I thought crop rotation is different.
Okay.
I
This
thought like
is crop rotation.
the farmers like I'll grow wheat on this one land, then he leaves the land and he grows on another land. Then he leaves that land because he keeps changing lands in order so that one land gets fertilized.
No. That is not there. That is not what happens. Crop rotation is on the same land, he changes the crop and grows. Okay. First he grows wheat. Then after that, in the next time he will grow pulses. And the next time he will grow wheat. This is crop rotation. Okay. And also in these 3 months, okay, maybe 1 month gap is given sometimes. Okay. So that the land can become more so that the land can become more nutritious again. Okay. So this 1 month gap is given in between, or 2 month gap is given in between. Okay. Now pulses are generally sown after wheat. We have a table of differences between fertilizers and compost. Okay. Now, fertilizers are made up of inorganic items or chemical substances, whereas compost is made up of organic items, which are dead and decaying remains of plants and animals. Now, fertilizers are made in factories, whereas compost are prepared in a farm. Video on, please, Emma and Abraham. Then these do not give humus to soil. Fertilizers don't provide humus to soil, whereas humus is given to soil by compost. Okay. the nutrition from the dead and decaying nutrition that is obtained from the dead and decaying plants and animals. The fertilizer nutrition is artificial. Okay, it's like chemical and chemically added. Okay? Then fertilizers, they have high quality of minerals. The high quality of minerals, whereas low quality of minerals are found in compost. Fertilizers, overuse hamper soil. Hampers means affects soils, changes its pH, changes the pH of soil. Okay, whereas compost doesn't affect the soil chemically, doesn't affect the nature of the soil. Okay, so that's the difference between fertilizer and compost. Any doubt till now?
No, ma'am.
Next, we have irrigation. What is irrigation? Irrigation is a process to water the plants, okay, to provide or to transport the water to the crops, okay, or the methods that are used to transport the water to the crops is known as irrigation. We need water to live and sustain. In the same way, water is essential for plants to live, grow, flower, fruit, and seeds to live healthy. Plants are composed of about 90% water. Water is required for sprouting of seeds. The roots of the plants transfer nutrients to plants. Roots absorb minerals and fertilizers present in the soil. These elements are mixed with water to reach every part of the plant. The minerals and fertilizers, nutrients, all of them they get mixed with water and then that is transported to all parts of the plant. Water is given to plants from time to time for better crop and to retain moisture in the soil. This activity is known as irrigation. Water to give water to plants from time to time for better crop and to retain moisture is called irrigation. What is the time of irrigation? How many times you should do irrigation is dependent on the quality of the crop, on the soil, and the weather. Okay. Now, in summers, you need to water the crops more compared to monsoon, right? Because summer, the heat will be there, the sun um, will be there, and the plants will be dry. Okay, because the moisture will get evaporated, plants will feel dry. Okay, so in summers you need to water more, whereas in monsoon rains will come all the time, so you don't have to water that much. Also, if the soil is of dry nature, okay, and so you need to water more compared to the soil which is already moist, which already has a lot of moisture content. You don't have to water the plants a lot. Also, on the quality of the plants, some plants require watering every day, whereas some plants require watering less. Okay, like some plants only require for you to water once in 3 to 4 days. Okay, some plants they require you to keep them in sunlight, whereas some plants they do not require sunlight; they are kept in the shade. So those are that all depends on the type of plant. Okay, then the quality of soil and what is the weather. Irrigation is required more in summer than in winter. Compared to winter, also irrigation is necessary more in summer. You must have seen many methods used by farmer for irrigation. This is farmer. Let us see which are those methods. Nowadays, new techniques are also used with traditional techniques of irrigation. Okay, new techniques of irrigation are used along with the traditional techniques. What are the traditional methods we'll see, and then we'll see what are the new methods. Traditional methods are methods such as methods that use wells and canals, okay, chain pumps and all. Now, water is sent to land by means of well, canals, etc. Other methods include moat, kidney, chain pipe, etc. Okay, and duckly. This is the wooden thing. Okay, and this is the like wheel. Okay, this one is a chain pump. Okay, and the well, traditional well. These were the ancient methods where water used to be drawn from like underground with the help of wells or from the canals through the chain pumps and all. And then the water was taken to the fields to water the crops. Next, you have modern methods of irrigation. In the modern methods of irrigation, various methods are there, such as sprinklers. What are sprinklers? Vertical pipes are used in this technique, which have nozzles or holes on the top. They move in a circular motion. These pipes are joined to the main pipe at a particular distance. When water is sent from the main pipe with the help of pump, it comes from the nozzle, moving in a circular way. This water is sprinkled in a way as if it is raining. It's more useful in desert soil and imbalanced land. So this rotates. Okay, if you can see this nozzle, okay, it rotates and then water is like given to the crops and plants in the form of a sprinkler. Water is sprinkled everywhere on the crops. So this is placed at equal distances in the fields. Okay, that is sprinklers. Then you have drip system. By this method, water is dropped on the roots of plants with the help of a nozzle. This does not waste water and it is useful for places with less water. It's the best way to give water to fruit, plants, garden, and plants. What happens is that, like, at this distance, you are having your crops. So, in one pipe, I'll show you. In one pipe, there are many holes. Okay, like your pipe is there, and your many holes will be there at equal distance in that pipe. So water will come drop by drop through these holes. Suppose here is your crop, okay, your crop. It will give equal water, okay, directly to the roots of your crop. Okay, this is the drip system. So what are the methods? The like irrigation has two major categories: traditional methods of irrigation and modern methods of irrigation. In the traditional methods of irrigation, we have methods such as well and canals, methods such as moat, Tuckly, Rahat, and chain pump, Gitney, chain pump, all of these are methods of traditional irrigation. Whereas we have modern irrigation methods such as sprinkler systems and drip systems. You can research on irrigation also, modern methods of irrigation. You can check out one or two more modern methods of irrigation besides these two, and then you can like read it in the class. Okay. Okay. Next one is separation of weeds. Okay. That is known as weeding and lodging. With the growth of crops, many unwanted crops also grow, known as weeds. These unwanted crops are called weeds. These weeds stop the growth of crops. Some weeds are also poisonous in nature for humans and the plants as well. They create difficulty in cutting the plants. Therefore, before preparing the crops, we remove the weeds. This process of removing weeds is known as weeding. Okay, when we remove the weeds, process is known as weeding. Best time, when is the best time to remove the weeds? Is before the blossoming of plants and making of seeds. These weeds can be removed by the use of chemicals or labor. If chemicals are used and these weeds are burned up, then they're destroyed. And uh, labor is when farmers pick the weeds out and uproot them with their hands. Okay? That is known as labor. Many methods are used by farmers to remove and stop the growth of weeds. Cultivating cultivating land and its preparation also helps in removing the weeds. Due to these procedure, weed plants die out of dryness and mix in the soil. When you spray chemicals on the weeds, they dry, okay, and then they get mixed with the soil. Weeds are removed by pulling them out or by cutting them from time to time. Okay, that is the traditional weed removing thing. Then hero, known as khurpi, is used here. While removing chemicals are also used to remove weeds. Some of the common examples of weed removal chemicals are, what are the weed removal chemicals? Minus 2, 4D, naphthalene, acetic acid, strazine, etc. These are the chemicals that are used to remove weeds. These are sprinkled on the farm, but they do not harm the crop. They do not harm the crop. These chemicals are mixed with water as per requirement and then they are sprayed. The spray might harm the health of the farmer, therefore, they cover their face, okay? And they wear gloves in their hands. Mouth and nose should be covered with a cloth at the time of spraying of these acids or the weed removal chemicals. Okay, any doubt here in separating weeds, weeding, and lodging? Okay, so we will stop here for today. Okay, and 5 minutes break you guys have, and then we'll start with maths. Okay, let's begin. Hello, Joshua. Good morning.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Can I have your videos on, all of you? We will try out some more problem questions on percentage. Okay. Abraham and Emma, turn your videos. Okay, Joshua, look at the question. All of you look at the question. The monthly income of a person is 16,000 rupees. Out of this, he spends 12,000. Joshua, how much amount is he saving? I'm not asking the percentage right now. I'm only asking how much amount is he saving?
He's saving 4,000.
4,000. Very good. So first step is we will write down he is saving 16,000 minus is 4,000. Now we will calculate the percentage. Emma, how will we calculate the saving percentage, his savings percentage? Yes, Emma. How will we calculate his saving percentage?
Ma'am, 4,000, since we calculated that is 4,000. 4,000 over 16,000 times 100, which equals
Yes.
to 0.25 times 100, which is 25%.
Yes, Emma, that's right. His saving percent or his savings in percent will be the amount of savings, that is 4,000 divided by total 16,000 multiplied by 100. Solve it and find out savings.
0.25 times 100,
Okay, and then
which equals to 25%.
okay, no?
Yes, sir. Correct. You cancel, you will get how much? 25%. Yes, Abraham. Question. No. Have you all done writing this down? Shall I move on to another question?
Ma'am, I'm writing it down.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. So let's do one more question. Now, take a look at this question. Find the amount. Find the amount which becomes rupees 1331 after 10% increase. After 10% increase. This is a little tricky. I'll do it with you. Okay. Now, look at the question. It says that find the amount which becomes 1331 after 10% increase. So let's assume that the required amount is X, like this amount, the amount. Okay. Let required amount be X. Now it says that it becomes after 10% increase. So after 10% increase, it becomes 1331, right? So after 10% increase, 10% increase. Now see guys, very important, okay? Take a look. After 10% increase, okay, it would be 10% increase. So x plus x. I'll not just do x plus 10. I'll do x plus 10.
Ma'am, why are you doing x upon 10?
Sorry. Yeah, x upon 10.
But
Okay.
why x
Why
upon
did you do it? Why x upon 10? Why x upon 10 is because Abraham, 10% increase. And x I don't know. Okay. X I don't know. And it is giving a 10% increase of over x. So
Can
x
it be
upon
10
10 is
10 upon x, x upon 10 upon x?
okay. 1 second, Abraham. 10% of x. Okay. Now 10% of x would be 10 upon 100 into x. Okay. Cancel. What I will get? X upon 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Understood how x upon 10 came? Okay. See, I have, it says 10% increase. So I have to find out 10% of x and then add that to x that I don't know. So 10% of x would be 10% is there. So what I said yesterday, whenever you're having a number in percent, just put it upon 100. 10 upon 100 of x we are finding. So into x. Cancel 0 and 0. 1 into x is x and 10 as it is. So that is why 10 upon x. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, so ma'am, then wouldn't we get, after we solve this expression, wouldn't we be getting 11x upon 10?
See,
Ma'am, after we solve this, we'll be getting 11x upon 10, right?
okay. Yes, 11x upon 10. Okay. Now, Joshua, see, I say to you that 10 increase in your, you have like rupees 5 and you have to like increase 10. So I'll do rupees 5 plus 10 equals to 15. Okay. Suppose I have rupees 10, and the question says 2% of rupees 10. Okay. 2% of rupees 10. So in rupees 10, I'll add 2% of 10. Okay. How will I calculate 2% of 10? 2 upon 100 into 10. Okay, cancel. I will get 2 ones are 2 fives are. So in 10 I will write, in 10 I will add 10 plus 1 upon 5. This is what we did here. Okay. This is what we did here. Look again. Look again. Now, you have 10 rupees. Okay. And I say, Joshua, I'll give you an increase of 10 rupees. Okay. I'll give you 2% increase of 10 rupees. Okay. So what will be 2% of 10? What will be 2% of 10 rupees? That means that you will add 2% of 10 rupees, 2% of rupees 10. In 10, you will add that much I'll give you, right? I say on 10, I will give you 2% extra of rupees 10. So now this 2% of 10, how to calculate, I showed you yesterday. 2% is there, so always write whenever there is percent, always write divide by 100. Of means multiplication into 10 as it is. Cancel 0, 0. Cancel 2 ones are 2, 2 fives are 10. How much I got? 10 plus 1 by 5. How much I will give you? 5 ones are 5, 2s are 2 plus 1, 3. Okay, 3. So basically, Joshua, this is what we did. Okay, this is what we are doing. Only here is the difference is that we are doing it with x. Okay, we are doing it with x. 10% of x. So 10 upon 100 of means multiplication. So into x. Okay, 10 upon 100 because 10% is written. So 10 upon 100 into x, you will get x upon 10. Now you have x plus x upon 10. How will we add, Joshua, when we are having fractions? How do we add fractions? Take LCM 10. In the table of 1, look at the denominator 1. In the table of 1, 10 is coming how many times? 10 times. So multiply the numerator with 10. Below, look at the denominator 10 in the second fraction. In the table of 10, this 10 is coming how many times? 1 time. Now 10 into x is how much? 10x plus x into 1 is x. How much we will get? 11x upon 10. Okay, 11x upon 10. Now the question says that which becomes 1331 after 10% increase. Now this 11x upon 10 is after 10% we added, after we added 10% increase to it. So I can make it like this. I can make this equation 11x upon 10 equals to 1331. Okay, 11x upon 10 equals to 1331. Then I will cross multiply here. Okay, it is in division. When it will go to that side, it will become multiplication. 11x equals to 1331 into 10. Okay, 11x equals to 13310. Now to find the value of x, I will divide. So x equals to 13310 by 11. Okay, 13310 by 11. How much will we get? 1210. My answer. Okay, that is my answer. So this is step 1. Step 1. Okay, then this is step 2. Not this. This thing. Okay, this is step 2. Okay, this is the third step after 10% increase. This is the step 3. We find out the 10% increase, okay, of 10x. Okay, this is step 4. We add an equation. We make an equation where we work with x as a number, then added 10% over it, which is equal to becomes 1331. So 1331 on the other side. And this is the last step. Okay, calculating. This is the last step. Okay, understood now? Understood.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Write this down. Okay, write this down, please. Do it step by step, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're writing it down, write it down step by step.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Take a look at one more question.
Ma'am, I'm not done, ma'am. I'm still copying.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, Ibrahim. Write it down now.
Done, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Now, one question I'm going to give you all to try out. Okay. In a particular year, there is a 15% increase in the enrollment. 15% increase in enrollment. What is enrollment? The admissions of the students. Okay, means more students when they join the batch. If in the beginning there were 150 students, if in the beginning, there were 1500 students,
Ma'am, I thought you said 150.
no, 1500. 1500 students, then you have to find the number of students after enrollment, the total number, total
This is
number of,
ma'am. We basically have to first find how much percent of how much is 15% of 150, and then add that to 150, right, ma'am?
yes, Abraham. You first have to find out how much 15% is of 1500 and then add that to 1500.
Ma'am, is the answer 1,725 students?
No, Abraham. Abraham, this is 1500. Okay. Total number is 1500. No, no, not total number. The students that were there in the beginning is 1500.
Yes, ma'am. So there was a 15% increase, right?
Yes, 15% increase. Check again, check your answer once again.
Ma'am, 15 into 15 is 225 only, right, ma'am?
Yes.
Mom, is the answer 1725?
1725.
Ma'am, isn't
Yes.
that what you said, ma'am?
You said 1725 only?
Yeah, ma'am, that's what I think I said, ma'am. And you said no, it's incorrect.
Okay. Sorry, Abraham, I think I heard 1025 or something.
He said 1725.
1725 is the answer. Okay, Abraham. Sorry, I think I misheard it the first time. Yeah. Okay. With one other person, 15% increase. So we do Joshua 15 upon 100 into 1500. So 220. Now, total number of students. One five zero zero plus 220. 17. Do I want to write this down or shall we do one more question?
Ma'am,
You can do one more question.
I'm done writing.
You're done writing? Okay. So I'm clearing the screen.
Yes, mom.
Okay. Now, Sunita scored 76% marks. Out of a total of 800. Find the marks obtained by her. All this. Out of 800, how much she obtained?
Ma'am, what's that word after 76%?
Ma'am, is it 608%? 608 marks?
Yes, Abraham, correct. Emma, it is marks. M-A-R-K-S.
Marks. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, is the answer 600 and 608?
608. Correct. Joshua, are you getting the answer?
Sort of.
What is sort of?
Probably means there yet.
Can you show me your solution?
Like,
Like, put your copy to your camera and show me your solution.
ma'am, I just started. I was just doing 76 by 100 times 800.
You just started. Okay. 76 by 100 times 800. What will we cancel with Joshua? First,
2.
2. No, before 2. Before 2, what will we cancel with?
I don't really know. 4.
Firstly, Joshua, whenever we're cancelling, we will check the zeros. Okay, we check the zeros and all the zeros will be cancelled with zeros. So zeros and zeros, zeros and zeros. Now you don't have to cancel it all the way with 2 to bring it down. Okay. Now do 76 times 8 and find out. Always cancel zeros first, Joshua. Okay. If you're having any zeros, cancel them first and then cancel the rest of the numbers.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
502.
76 into 8 you have to do. Do again and see.
Ma'am, 602.
602. Do again.
Ma'am,
What is 8 times 6, Joshua?
42.
No. No. It's not 42. In your mind, say the table of 8 from the starting.
Ma'am, can I help Joshua?
1 second, Abraham. Wait for a bit.
Is 8 times 6 48?
48. Okay. 48. Now do and tell me. Do it again and tell.
Then it will be 608.
608. 608. Okay. Yes, Abraham.
Another way to memorize that 6 times table is that all even numbers, you have to just just have to see what they were multiplied by 5 and then add the number to it. Like suppose 8 fives are 40, then you know it's 48 because
Sir, I just
plus 8 is 48.
Yes, Abraham. So, Joshua, that thing also you can do. Okay. If you know 8 fives are 40, you just add 8 to it. Okay, and you'll get 48. That will be 8 times 6. Okay, now homework for today is exercise 8.2. We did the first question. You have to do the second, third, and fourth question
Ma'am,
from exercise 8.3. Yes.
what was yesterday's homework, ma'am?
What
Yeah,
was
ma'am.
yesterday's homework?
Yesterday's homework. No.
Okay, I didn't give yesterday. Yesterday any homework I didn't give.
Ma'am, we were on 8.1. How did we reach 8.3?
We did 8.1, Abraham. 8.2. Okay, I forgot to give you 8.2 as homework yesterday. Okay, today do 8.2 and 8.3. Yesterday's homework was supposed to be 8.2 question 1. Okay, because question 2 we did in class. So 8.2 question 1 you do, and 8.3 the questions 2, 3, and 4 you do. Okay, I'll put them in the group today. 8.3 is problem questions. 8.3 question 2, 3, and 4, and 8.2 question 1. Okay, do both of them.
Ma'am,
Yes, Yashwan.
I'll have to log out now.
Okay. Okay, then see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye. Okay, Ibrahim Imam, see you all tomorrow.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you,
Bye.
ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Bye, Joshua.